Dear Diary, I'm the little boy with glasses, the one they call a geek. A little girl who never smiles, 'cause I've got braces on my teeth. And I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep. I'm that kid on every playground who's always chosen last. A single teenage mother trying to overcome my past. You don't have to be my friend. Is it too much to ask? Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. Hey, everybody. um, Thank you guys. Zach here, by the way, for round two. I am absolutely overwhelmed in the best possible way with the response of that first video here. So I do want to just take a second to say thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart, who took the time to see me. Even those that had not the nicest things to say, because I just appreciate the opportunity to be shown that, well, I guess I'm real, I'm here. I wanted to sing that song at the beginning of this diary entry because I had a lot of comments from people that were overwhelmingly positive. A lot were directed towards finding God in Jesus too, to support what it is that I'm going through. And although I grew up Mormon. I was LDS for 17 years of my life, and I am not unfamiliar with that path, but it is certainly not one that resonates with me any longer. I am fine to use whatever term: God, universe, source, Akasha, Krishna, Buddha, whoever, right? It's all love. It's all the same force. That song just stood out to me because there were several people who had some really nasty things to say, and I do have a pretty thick skin, even though I'm also a very emotional and sensitive person. I just wanted to throw out there, for those of you that may be struggling too with wanting or needing to express yourself in an emotional way. You're human, of course. You need that. Who are maybe running into some cruelty. We've all experienced cruelty. This is, life. I got a lot of comments about that too. Life is hard. Life is pain. There are beautiful moments, and there's joy and happiness and peace to be felt as well. And life is pain. Life is hard. And that was not the intention of making that original, or that first video there, was not to say that it's not, or that it should be easy. There's so many beautiful things that can come out of the most horrendous situations, and pain in particular. And well, I feel like I'm a living embodiment of that statement. I certainly have not had an easy life at all. I think, this is my diary. Like I said, I'll just let whatever comes out come out. And I am so appreciative for those who have met me. I don't even know what to say, you guys. Like I said in my first one, I do have another channel. My first channel here is a tarot channel, and It's my main one is pinned at the top of this page if you want to check it out. I do also have my Binks the Bard singing channel too. I'm not unfamiliar with an audience here. What I'm not used to is such even in a digital way here. I'm not used to having such a reception from people towards me being so raw. Um I'm used to throughout most of my life people either, being okay, I think, with me or others, me in particular, having emotions, but there's always a point where it's like it's too much. It's too much for them. And I am not saying anything about like it shouldn't be, or, we all have our limits, but I find as I walk through this world that there are a lot of people who are absolutely terrified to meet themselves, to meet their own emotional experience and their own needs in that way, like reaching out. Like that, I was, I wanted to make this as a follow up too to say, you guys, although I am struggling to be okay still, that I don't even know what word to put on that. It was just, I just felt seen. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for seeing me. Um, the reason why in that first video I was also mentioning this wasn't about asking for advice or solutions was because I know, especially with my narcolepsy, um, I have already been introduced to what is out there as far as solutions go for it. And Western medicine wise, I have exhausted everything that's available. Um, Other modalities of healing, I have also very firmly dipped my toe into and do also participate in. My point is that it is not, back to what I was saying about we can only meet people to the degree that we have met ourselves or are willing to meet ourselves. When we come across somebody who's feeling is experiencing something, especially that's emotional, I find that more people, more often than not, rise to that moment with a solution in hand because there is a discomfort within themselves towards something that may be reflected in whatever experience they're seeing in front of them. So it is a bit of a knee jerk reaction to provide something like a solution because you care, right? You care, but it's also a symptom of difficulty in meeting ourselves and sitting in pain and sitting in discomfort. And I'm speaking to that because it's something that I have pushed myself and allowed myself to sit in, especially these last few years. Like I was talking about in that first video too. It's been a rough few years. Not just a rough few years. It's been a rough 37. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm just being honest. Um, we all have a map that has pros and cons, good and bad, right? And there's always a bigger fish in the sea when it comes to any of it. And I'm not claiming to have it the worst or the best or anything. I'm just here. I'm sitting here in my car, um, roasting, because it's hot. Hot to make these shorter just to deal with the heat. Um, I guess I don't know. We can talk a little bit more about my narcolepsy too, because that's something I'm feeling a little better, you guys. I wanted to put that out there. Those who were concerned about the meds, I did titrate. So no worries there. Like there is a point where we have to take the leap. Um, as I do, tarot too. It's very, very much the Fool card, having that faith and trusting to take that leap, even with a perfect plan and set up to do something. We still have to take that step, and that's where I am and have been for a while, just struggling to jump, to just jump. And so that's where I am right now. It's we're on day eight of no meds, and I am feeling a little. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'll be tired. My eyes are not as open as they normally are, but I am learning to be okay with this part of my experience too, and it's hard. It's still hard, but I just want you guys to know that I am okay in that way. I didn't do anything that was not what I meant to do. Okay, and working with my doctors and things too. So no worries there, you guys. I appreciate the concern too. And thank you guys also for sharing your stories too. I'm still working through comments on that video. There were a lot. And I'm so grateful that you all feel safe too to share um your pain also. Not that the intention of this was to be a painful channel, but I just want this to be a place where I can feel safe to be real. Um because there is a request to wear a mask everywhere, I feel like. Certainly, my other channel too. It's not a bad thing, but I don't have the opportunity to talk like I do here. So, yeah, yeah. The narcolepsy too, you guys, some of you had some more questions too. We're making connections to things that you experience as well. And I just want to say, especially if you're considering that maybe you're dealing with a sleep issue too, please um, try to explore that. Okay, I know that not everybody has access to insurance or doctors, but try, just see what's out there. I didn't think that I would ever be able to get in for sleep study either. I thought I had sleep apnea. That's what I went in for. Went in with sleep apnea. Came out with narcolepsy. So I did not, like I said in the first one too, I didn't know what narcolepsy was. Media just portrays it as like falling asleep out of nowhere, and to a degree they call them sleep attacks. So 20 to 30 sleep attacks a day is what a narcoleptic will experience without assistance. This is why they prescribe things like wake promoting medications. But they come on very similar to like when you feel like you need to pee, your bladder's filling. It's not just like, oh shit, I'm pissing myself, right? You have a bit of a warning, and then you need to find somewhere to lay down. It gets very taxing, and it interrupts a normal flow throughout the day. So, yes, and I also had some comments surrounding sleep paralysis. Yes, sleep paralysis is a symptom of narcolepsy, or can be too. Most people can experience sleep paralysis throughout their life. It's not, you don't have to have narcolepsy just to experience that. But somebody who has narcolepsy, like for me, if I take naps during the day, I have a tendency to get stuck in sleep paralysis, particularly during the day. And then at night, good old hallucinations, right? So yeah, I just wanted to pop back on here, you guys. I throw that out there too. Like you all you monetize this channel in 3 days. I just love you. I just wanted to say I appreciate you, and you've fucking blown me away. I will definitely be doing more of these, and I will probably be setting up a membership as well. So if you guys want to look at that, that's great. If not, no worries. I do want to start doing some lives too, because I want to hang out with you guys. The point of that first one was I miss people, like I said. And it's not because I'm stuck here and connected in a digital format. It's because I don't have enough people, friends physically in my life to feel healthy. I'm not doing anything wrong. Nobody else is doing anything wrong. It simply is the state of where I am right now. So, yes, I would love to, and let me know too, you guys, if that's something you'd be interested in. I would love to do weekly, bi-weekly, monthly hangouts. So, yeah, let me know. And let me know if you guys have any questions about anything else in my life as well. I'm happy to share. I have lived a very dynamic and rich life in both the light and shadow up to this point, and I would love to be able to share that more. So if there's any specific questions, let me know. Otherwise, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And until next time, take care.